What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Black Couch Booking here with another video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're old to the channel, please watch all of my videos. I have 365 videos, one video for every day of the year in case you ever get bored. But anyway, man, we back. I am happy to come at y'all with a brand new upload today. And today, we're going to get creative, man. Let me get back in my fantasy booking bag and show y'all that WWE should hire me as a writer potentially. Joking, but not joking. Anyway, man, I want to get right into it. So I was thinking about this topic the other day, as I randomly do. You know, sometimes I have brainstorming sessions of what I'm going to talk about. And for some reason, I just wanted to go watch Candyman. Now, I was watching the 2021 Candyman. If you guys don't know, it's basically it's not like a remake or a sequel. It's like a hybrid, pretty much. So I was watching it, and I was just thinking like, yo, there's not a lot of that I can think off top of my head. There's not a lot of black spooky characters in the WWE in wrestling, like throughout the history of time. Obviously, the Boogeyman came to mind first for me, but the Boogeyman, after a while, it was more comedic than spooky. He used to scare the living shit out of me with the worms and all that. But then, I thought about Papa Shango. Papa Shango is a character that had limitless potential, in my opinion. It was something that really, really could have worked. I mean, if a guy like The Undertaker could work, a Papa Shango, which, is basically a voodoo character, whether people had a problem with it or not, I think back then people weren't thinking about, if it was racist or offensive. I don't think so. I thought it was cool, but they really couldn't do anything with the character, really didn't take it to new lengths, could have had a crazy good rivalry with The Undertaker and things of that nature. So that was making me think, could you do a black spooky character in modern day wrestling? I mean, with the success of the Wyatt Six and with the things that Bray Wyatt has done over time, rest in peace Bray Wyatt, I think that, just getting a nice change of pace and having a black spooky character would be great for wrestling right now. And the reason why I say a black spooky character is because you can tackle so many different things throughout black culture with being, with spooky or horror or the supernatural. For instance, for example, right? Candyman. The guy that I would choose to execute this and to do this with is Omas. I think WWE shouldn't give up on Omos just yet. Listen, the WWE gives up on big men throughout the history of time, especially during the Vince McMahon era, where the big men would come out super dominant, super imposing, doing their thing, and then all of a sudden they're dancing and break dancing and shaking their ass on TV. Y'all know how I feel about when superstars are, reduced to just shaking their ass on television. Is one of my pet peeves. If you're new to the channel, I absolutely hate it. Great Khali had to start shaking his ass. The guy Shanky had to start shaking his ass. And there are many more examples. The only guy who kind of evaded that was a Braun Strowman, but him being tall now is not really a big of a deal as it used to be. But a guy like Omos, who has so much potential, who I think is a very imposing figure, I think one of the tallest in the history of WWE ever, I think he should be given this gimmick. Now imagine Omos coming out, black lights, Omnis, y'all know what I'm trying to say, y'all. It's early, man. Some spooky ass, eerie music, right? Long trench coat, like he Candyman and shit. I think that would be dope. And if you want to go a different route, I don't know if you guys ever seen American Horror Story Coven, Papa Legbo. If we want to continue with, we could rewrite the Papa Shango character and make Omos a voodoo demon, a voodoo doctor or something like that. I think we could really pull it off. I think Omos shouldn't be forgotten about and just be lost in the shuffle forever. We don't know what he's doing right now. He's probably training. They're probably training him to get better. But no, I think he just needs a better character. He has experience. He was tag team champ with AJ Styles. He has a good match with Brock Lesnar, some good matches overall. You see what they've done with Wendy Chu. In my opinion, the revamp of Wendy Chu character is a breath of fresh air. Some people say it's not getting over, but me personally, after watching NXT, No Mercy and watching everything leading up to then, I actually like the new rendition of her character. The Sleepy Time character was very childish, which is fine. Don't always got to be serious, but the dark Sleepy Time character was a breath of fresh air for me. So I think a guy like Omos you could really do some creative things with that. And you don't have to go, if you don't want to go full out crazy, you don't necessarily have to. I think you should, like how the Y6 was presented. You got to do some backstage stuff. You got to have the lights go off and he popping up out of nowhere. You got to have, like, you know what I'm saying, like some presentation things that you can't do live. You got to have some video packages where maybe he sends them to his voodoo camp or something like that. Or if you're gonna go like full Candyman, you know, you can't mention something about Omos's past or something like that, or he'll pop up and he'll scare you and he'll drag you to your doom or something like that. I think black wrestlers, as I've stated in my previous video about black stereotypes and things of that nature, I think we could really expand to other avenues of what it means to be a WWE superstar or entertainer. I think a black wrestler would benefit greatly from trying their hand in the horror section of, you know, what a character could become. So, you know, that's just my idea. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I don't want them to give up on Omas. Omas is a cool guy outside of WWE. Typical, of course, they gave him the typical big man treatment. He's a heel because he's the biggest, he's the largest, and everybody's supposed to be afraid of him and all that type of stuff. Well, we could do something a little different. Let's make them afraid of him for a different reason. And I'm choosing Omos specifically because he doesn't really have any direction. And I genuinely think that a character like this, he could probably pull it off. Have the long trench coat. He don't need like a hook or nothing. We don't gotta go full Candyman. We're not trying to get sued or nothing like that. He come out with a trench coat with something over his head. He reveals his face. Or I was trying to look up like maybe an African, you know, tied to his roots, like an African witch doctor type of thing. But the images, I was kind of like, you know what? I'm actually kind of scared. So maybe that would be the way to go. But you don't want to be too like people are so. Either you're gonna go full in, or you're gonna like try to care about people's feelings and look at they have African. I don't know how African people would feel about this, but a witch doctor. Oh boy, look, they're making fun of our culture. See, you know, people are hella sensitive, but if you're gonna do something that's in between, I will go the Candyman or the Papa Legbo route. You know, Papa Shango could even, you know, he could do an appearance and, you know, be Omos's counsel or something for like a vignette, or give him his blessing or show him how to get the powers. Wait a minute, I just booked some crazy shit. He could, in like a vignette leading up to Omos's debut, he could give Omos like the powers of Papa Shango and be like, I'm gonna pass this on to you. They forgot about the voodoo magic that we did in WWE, the curse that we used to put on our opponents, and I'm now passing it to you, young brother. You will now like take on my persona or my you know, spirit that gives me that power. I think that would be dope, man. Like, imagine that, yo. Like, you see these ideas that they form themselves sometime in my mind. But yeah, like I said, guys, I think Omos will benefit greatly from this. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Let me know if you think black wrestlers can't do spooky, you know, characters in modern day wrestling, or if spooky characters just have no place. A lot of people are like, man, I'm done with the spooky characters, bro. Just be a character and just wrestle. What a YS6, they're wrestling. They're still having good wrestling matches. Sometimes it is a little off-putting. I won't lie. I don't think it takes away from their aura or nothing like that, but it is kind of like, you know what I'm saying, they murdering people backstage and all this, and then that just wrestling. Like, why are they wrestling for? What's the purpose of you wrestling? That's the thing you got to do with Omos. You have to give him a purpose for wrestling. I mean, even if he's going to be spooky but still want championships, okay, that's cool. You could do that. Or is he just spooky and he wants to terrorize people? Like, the first person he go after is like an AJ Styles because he feel like AJ Styles wronged him or something like that. Or, you know, when Brock Lesnar comes back, which he will come back eventually, he could have a rematch against Brock Lesnar and things of that nature. But y'all let me know, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for the love and support. I appreciate you guys. And I'm looking forward to, you know, seeing you guys talk about this video, and, you know, just let me know what you think, man. Thank you so much. Peace.